Dale here from Dale's Rigging and Crane Tips. A 2020 yo-yo. On today's episode, I've got a new 4K camera. So just testing out the quality of the chains. I am going to get a gimbal which holds the phone level at all times. So that's coming. So, just want to improve the videos for you guys that much more, so you get a professional outlook on life. So maybe my face, I don't know if the quality's better, 4K, all day, 2020 yo-yo. Now, one of the questions old mate had on one of my videos was, he noticed I had hooks facing in on one of the chain boxes. Alright, hooks facing in, but we all get told we need to have hooks facing out, bros. Hooks facing out. Well, which one is right, which one is wrong? Are they even right or wrong? Now, hooks facing out always keeps you good, it's always a good rule to live by, but it's not actually in any paperwork really anyway. It's just, all they're saying really is that the load, if this was a shackle or something, is in the bowl of the hook, which it is there. The meat of the hook. That's in the meat of the hook. It's not on the end, it's not on the latch, it's in the meat of the hook. Alright, that's where you want it. That hook there is facing out. Alright, so that's on the crane, that's facing out. Now this one's facing in. But the thing is, that's still in the meat of the hook, and it's facing in. So that's still legal, that's perfectly fine. Alright? That's not on the tip, it's not on the latch, it's in the meat of the hook facing up. Now the thing too is, if you have a 4-point load, and your chain's at 20 mil, your chain's at 26 mil, and 36 mil or 32 mil, hooks facing in is going to help you so much more to get these chains off. If you have your hooks facing out, you've got to somehow get behind the latch, open up the latch with two hands, and then try and flick the shackle out. And the shackle's probably a 20-tonner, and it's so hard work. But if you have your hooks facing in, as long as the shackle or the point that you're attached to is in the meat of the hook, like it is, then it's so much easier. You just grab the latch with two hands and you just pull it off the shackle and you can just dump it and run. So look, as a rule, when you start out, everyone says hooks facing out, bros, hooks facing out, but hooks can face in as long as the load is in the meat of the hook. Now that's a bit of an angle up to the top there, and it's still in the meat of the hook. Look, it's still in the meat. It's still in the meat of the hook. That's perfectly fine. Alright? Now, if your operator doesn't like what you're doing and stuff, yeah, okay, just go, okay, look, hook's facing out. But when you've got heavy chains on and stuff, and you're struggling in the heat all day, you want to make things easier for yourself. And I say hooks facing in with heavy chains, all day, every day. So that's a little tip for you guys. Hooks facing out is a good practice, but hooks facing in is perfectly fine. Alright? Now, when you choke one of these chains, so say I choke it back on itself. Alright, I've just choked it. Hooks facing out is a good way to do it. Alright? Because if that's the other way, you're going to have the chain on the latch, alright? And you don't want it on the latch. So that's whenever you choke loads, you want hooks facing out. But if you're just going to a single point like this, either or, man, up to you. Alright guys, like this video, subscribe here. Dale's Rigging and Crane Tips, a 2020 yo-yo.